welcome to the USA Breaking News on 27th April in 2026. In Israel Prime Ministers Naftali Bennett and Yair Lapid have announced that a strategic alliance aimed at confronting Benjamin Netanyahu, who is seeking to return to power in the October 2026 elections. The two leaders revealed that their respective political parties, Bennett 2026 and Rapid There Is a Future, will merge into new coalition named Together. The alliance is expected to back a single candidate to challenge Netanyahu in what is shaping up to be highly competitive election. Lapid stated that the decision to unite forces is intended to end internal division within Israel and focus all efforts on winning the crucial upcoming election while leading the country towards better future. Under the agreement, Bennett will lead the Together coalition and serve as official candidates against Netanyahu. He also pledged that if elected, he would establish commission of inquiry into October 7, 2023 attacks by Hamas on Israel. Bennett accused Netanyahu's government to negligence, claiming it allowed the attack, which left over 11,000 people dead, to occur, and criticized his leadership since then. Netanyahu has dismissed this claim as baseless. Meanwhile, Lapid expressed strong support for previous military strikes carried out by Israel and USA forces against Iran, arguing that the decision to accept a ceasefire while major political mistakes. Burkina Faso to provide a military training to all adult citizens. The Minister of Defense and Armed Forces in Burkina Faso, Celestine Simpore, has announced that all adult citizens will soon receive military training as a part of nationwide security strategy. Speaking on Saturday, April 25, in 2026, Simpore revealed that the government aims to recruit at least 100,000 civilian volunteers into auxiliary forces this year. These civilians will support the National Army in its ongoing fight against the jihadist insurgents. The initiative will ensure that adults are trained and ready to be deployed wherever needed, reinforcing the country's defense capacity. The decision was approved by the Council of Ministers as a part of broader effort to strengthen the military, expand reserve force, and promote national sovereignty. A draft law outlining the plan is expected to be presented to Parliament for approval in the upcoming period. Since 2022, Burkina Faso's military has been under the leadership of Ibrahim Traoré. Despite ongoing operation, the country continues to face significant challenges in combating jihadist groups linked to organizations such as Al-Qaeda and Islamic States. Trump asks Iran to initiate talks as tension escalates. USA President Donald Trump has stated that Iran must take the initiative in seeking negotiation with Washington aimed at ongoing diplomatic tension and conflict. His remarks come as Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi traveled to Pakistan for discussion related to possible ceasefire. However, Trump declined to send USA representative to the planned talks. In an interview with the Fox News, Trump said Iran could directly reach out if it is truly seek dialogue. If they want to talk, they can come to us or call us. You know, they are telephones. We have secure lines, he stated. He added that any agreement would hang and line on abandoning nuclear weapon ambitions, emphasizing that they cannot have a nuclear weapon otherwise there is no reason to meet. Iran has consistently maintained that enriching uranium is its sovereign right and insists it is not pursuing nuclear weapons. Despite a temporary ceasefire, no formal agreement has yet been reached to end the conflict between the United States and Iran. The war, which began on April 28, 2026, has already claimed many lives, including Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei. In retaliation, Iran has launched the strikes targeting USA allies in the Middle East and moved to blockade the Strait of Hormuz, a critical route which allowed 20% of the world's oil supply passes. The disruption is raising a serious concerns about global economic stability. Mali president evacuated as armed attacks intensified, defensive minister queried. As security conditions in Mali continue to deteriorate following a wave of coordinated attacks by armed groups across multiple regions, including the capital Bamako. The violence has reportedly claimed the life of the country's defense minister, Sadio Kamara. Latest developments indicated that President Assimi Goïta has been evacuated to a special military base for his safety amid escalating insecurity. The Malian military announced on the night of April 25, 2026, that Operation Tulipo, the attacker, were ongoing, with some military reportedly freeing. Heavy fights has been reported in several areas, including Kati, a key military hub, as well in Gao and a central town such as Savara and Mopti. According to BBC, gunfire was also held on Sunday, April 26, 2026 in Kadari, highlighting the widespread nature of the unrest. Reports from Al Jazeera confirmed that Defense Minister Sadio Kamala was killed after his residence in Katikam and the repeated attacks by militants, including groups linked to Al-Qaeda and the Tuareg fighters. Akamara was a key military figure who played a central role in the coup of 2020 and 2021 that brought the current leadership to power. Mali has long been battering insurgent groups across the region, including factions affiliated with Islamic State, making the current escalation of the most serious threats to a national stability in recent years. African Business Heroes expands the opportunities for entrepreneurs. The prestigious Africa's Business Hero ABG competition has increased the number of participants in its first selection stage from 50 to 100, giving more entrepreneurs a chance to showcase their businesses. Launched by the Jack Ma Foundation and Alibaba Philanthropy, the competition rewards outstanding entrepreneurs across Africa. Winners share total prize pool $1.5 million, over 1.9 billion Rwandan francs. The top winner receives $3,000. The second prize takes through $250,000, and the third gets $150,000, while the remaining finalists in the top 10 each receive $100. Head annually, ABCHSLE is currently accepting applications with the deadline set for April 28 in 2026 during an engagement event held on April 22nd, 2026. Past finalists and aspiring participants highlighted the competition as impacts. Many emphasized that ABG offer more than financial rewards. It provides access to international markets and connection with investors. Rwandan entrepreneurs Albert Munyabugingo, founder of Vuba Vuba, who previously won $1,000, shared how the competition transformed his business. He noted significantly growth, including increasing delivery riders from 60 to 200, staff from 50 to 75, and daily deliveries from 900 to 2,000. His company has also expanded operation into Uganda. Similarly to Diana Mukasahaha, CEO of Dikama, said the competition competition opened doors and shaped her business skills. She highlighted how competing globally, even against highly educated entrepreneurs, proved that opportunity within ABT is equal for all. According to Dennis M. Budandi, the increasing in participant number aims to give more entrepreneurs visibility. He noted that over 32,000 applicants registered last year, making the previous selection of 15 highly competitive since its launch in 2019. In 2019, ABT has supported 17 entrepreneurs, 43% of whom are women, and contributed to the creation of 123,000 jobs across the continent. To qualify, applicants must be African entrepreneur operating business within Africa for at least 3 years. AFC leaders urged the USA to prioritize human rights in Democratic Republic of Congo. Freddy Kaniki Rukema, deputy leader of FC coalition in charge of economy and finance and head of the MRDP, Twirwaneho Group, has called on the United States to uphold human rights in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. Kaniki made the appeal amid ongoing attacks by the DRC government coalition forces targeting areas inhabited or sheltering Banyamulenge communities in South Kivu province, particularly in Minembwe community. He criticized the international community for remaining silent despite the escalating violence. He emphasized that the fundamental human rights are strongly projected in the United States under its constitutions, which opposes any government that violates such rights. According to Kaniki, these principles should not only apply within the USA, but also guide its action globally as they have in past military intervention. Kaniki Farah argued that the USA has overlooked its human rights commitments following a mineral extractions in agreement signed with DRC in December 2025, choosing instead to prioritize its strategic interests. He noted that what makes the United States exceptional, it is commitment to defending human rights, especially in times of crisis, and urged the country to consider its stance on conflicts in eastern DRC. Time has come for the USA to consider the side it has taken in DRC conflict based on the core value that defined it as a national, he said. On April 20, 2026, Banyamulenge, living in the United States, held a protest in Washington, D.C., calling on the international community to stop ignoring the ongoing killing of their relatives in homes and displacement camps. The protest followed prolonged advocacy effort by organizations such as Mahoro Peace Foundation, MPA, and MRDP Twirwaneho, which have repeatedly raised alarm over the situation without significant international response. Thank you for watching.